The topic is trash. The people are garbage. Welcome to Trash Talk. Hey, welcome to episode 7. I am your host, Han, and with us a very special guest, Dookie. How are you, Dookie?
I'm good. How are you? It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And actually, today, we have an actual guest this time.
Another special
After
guest.
all this time. An honor guest, this time. Raisho, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's up? Glad to be on.
yes.
I was trying to hold my laugh the whole time. Holy shit.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
for the people that don't know, we're new to the podcasting.
Yeah, okay. So this is the first time Raisho is doing the podcast. How you feeling?
I feel good. A bit nervous, but I trust you can guide me all the way.
Alright.
You're gonna be famous now.
Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Raisho. Friends with Han and Dookie for a couple of years. Interesting thing about me is I'm half Malaysian, half Japanese. Malaysian Indian. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
me.
he's like a very rare species
I know,
of
right?
half Japanese, half
Breed.
Indian, but with a Malaysian, citizenship.
Yep.
This is a very rare
Yeah.
species
If
in the world.
I'm trying to look for another breed that's similar to me. I'm trying to find another person with
Another
the same.
breed?
But I mean, I consider myself like a
basic-
certain breed, you know.
Basically, breed, yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, like a certain race, like
Race,
a certain mix
You know,
of race.
like
Yeah,
dogs,
like
there is Rottweiler and there is Chihuahua.
Yeah, but that's for dogs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
man.
for us, there is for him half Japanese, half Indian. Half
But
Indian,
yeah,
Malaysian.
we'll get to know about Raisho more later. You can actually listen to us all on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also Google Podcasts. Actually, many other platforms. And rate us 5 stars if you're listening to Apple Podcasts. So first off, we're gonna start with the Would You Rather segment. Now, because Raisho is our honored guest, I'm gonna start with you. The Would You Rather segment. Would you rather have a 5-year-old Dookie with you or 5 Dookees?
What? 5 Dookies or 5-year-old? 1 5-year-old Dookie lah.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, 5 Dookies is nice. I think 5 because in my mind I'm thinking a 5-year-old person. Doesn't matter if it's Dookie or what.
Right.
It's gonna be weird.
Yep, 5 Dookies. Hell
Okay.
yeah! Let's go to the
Oh,
club.
yeah? Dude, like for me, it would be like so fucking annoying. Like, what the hell? There'd be like 5 people that tell me like, "Oh man, life is hard." Like, one is enough, man.
For me, also, I think I'll pick also a 5-year-old Dookie.
Yeah, me too.
you both
I'll
pick
pick-
1 5-year-old Dookie.
Yeah.
What?
At least I just like babysit this guy, and it's
Yeah.
like fine.
This one
I'd be-
like this
I
5-year-old
think-
would be freaking useless, man.
Yeah, so what? At least it's not 5 Dookies annoying me the whole day. It's like, hey
Not
man,
the-
wanna go
not-
shisha?
Oh yeah. Imagine 5 of me just sitting there shishing together. That will be real fun,
Oh my god, that'll be disaster.
right?
All right, moving on. Right on to our first topic. We have all of us. We watch like mostly online entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Are any of you still watching TVs?
Nope.
TV is only when I sit with my parents. Maybe that's all.
Yeah,
They'd
actually, same here.
be watching on their own channels. I'll just be sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
True. I do the same with my sometimes when I go to my auntie's place, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raisho, you don't watch at all.
Totally zero. No TV.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nowadays, the thing about online entertainment is live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Live stream nowadays is like Twitch and YouTube are like the biggest ones, and like Mixer tried to get into the mix, but it didn't work out. So, yeah, Dookie, do you think which one do you watch more? Do you watch like Twitch more, or do you watch YouTube? Do you watch the live streams, or just?
I think because most
do
of the people that are famous are on Twitch. So mostly I would be watching Twitch, but like a while back, I've been watching YouTube. Just this single streamer. His name is Avery. He plays Apex Legend. He's a rager basically. So I like to watch him rage.
Right.
That's all. Yeah, but the rest, like all my favorite streamers are on Twitch, so I'll be watching YouTube. I'll be watching Twitch. Sorry.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Raisho?
For me, I'm pretty much on Twitch all the time. Like I watch like offline TV. That's my number one. I watch
Right.
Disguised Toes. Like right now, Among Us seems to be really popular. It's popping up.
Yeah, but this guy still is on Facebook, no?
Oh yeah, you're right. I totally do not watch Facebook. Like
Yeah,
Facebook, like,
nobody
no
watches
way.
Facebook, dude.
Yeah. But for me, YouTube is like for only videos. I've never really watched a live stream on it. Like in my mind, YouTube is for videos only. You know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but I think YouTube is way better at streaming because you can like basically rewind whatever time you want.
Yeah.
Like while they're streaming, you can go back, see whatever you missed, and you can rewatch it while they're streaming. But
Yeah.
Twitch, you can't do
yeah.
that. They have to finish their
Yeah,
stream,
I-
upload it, then yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like YouTube, I feel like it's much more like optimized because you can go back and forth and like whenever my like internet slows down and then like I can still watch YouTube live stream sometimes. But like Twitch, it's really I don't know. It's like heavier. Maybe it's because of the chat or something, but I don't know why. I don't really watch YouTube live stream though, but I watch like Twitch VODs, which is like the recorded live stream on YouTube. That's what I mostly do.
I see.
But yeah, I don't really watch Twitch as much as you guys, I think. But yeah. But nowadays, do you think like Twitch is on the rise, or is it like YouTube is on the rise? Which one do you think is like on the top right now?
I think still Twitch is leading the way right
Agree.
now.
I agree.
Yeah. But I think if with the correct basically moves from YouTube, if they get the proper streamers or whatever, I think it would become on the top. Yeah.
I think
Right.
YouTube's main thing is video though. They're not really concentrating on streams so much.
Yeah.
And plus,
Yeah, like a lot. Yeah. Continue.
no, I think Twitch, its community is really good. Like you have their own emotes. Everybody talks in their like PogChamp or like
Right,
Weird
right,
Champ, all those things. YouTube doesn't have that. It's very individual.
But the
Yeah,
the problem is with Twitch is some streamers are getting banned. The small streamers are getting banned and they don't have a reason. If someone is trying to basically bait them, they send a porn website to them and they'll get banned automatically. If they open something by accident, NSFW, they'll get banned. They're not getting banned. Guys are getting banned. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
YouTube?
I think, yeah.
YouTube isn't like that. Like,
No. They're like at least a bit more transparent, I believe.
Yeah, so I think from my knowledge in Twitch, the enforcing of the rules are not very consistent. That's like known amongst the Twitch community. They don't really have this strict enforcer when it comes to like NSFW. Some girls wear this like very minimal clothing and they don't get banned, or they do like body painting, even though like they're naked and they don't get banned. But then this guy, like he swore or something like 1-2 times and then they get banned, stuff like that.
There is
Or like they accidentally show a link, on their monitor and then they get banned.
yeah.
So there's stuff inconsistent like this, but YouTube is more consistent in that regards. But then like they like their videos, they got a lot of them got like demonetized a while ago, like the adpocalypse they called it, right?
Yeah.
But that's because of the algorithm that they have. So like literally like everybody got like demonetized. They don't get ads, they don't get money from their videos. But at least I think it's more consistent because they use algorithm instead of like manually, banning this or banning that.
Recently, a while back, I think, like a month or two back, when Pokimane, she opened basically porn, like full on porn. You can see everything from the girl, and she just got a warning. But when there's XQC, he showed gorilla porn. For a second also. Same by accident. Someone sent him a link. He opened it for a second. He closed it directly. He got banned for 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So there are stuff like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like on YouTube nowadays, there's more like, celebrities that comes in, like Stephen Colbert and like, Conan O'Brien, all these
Yeah,
late night show hosts. So like,
yeah,
the TV show celebrities,
yeah.
But yeah, it's like, what do you think about like the TV movies, all this mainstream, basically like traditional, maybe you would call it, like celebrities,
Yeah,
compared to like the people that are famous online, the live streamers, the YouTubers, you know?
yeah.
What do you guys think about that one?
I think now TV is like basically falling off. It's just for use. It's used for news. Now Netflix is taking over, and Twitch and YouTube and these. You can get everything on the internet now, whatever you want. Even the TV channels, you can find them on the internet now. They're putting it on the internet. Go to our website, click this to watch us live or whatever
Yeah.
on Google Chrome or whatever. Yeah.
Because
But yeah, what do you think, Raisho?
when you say like online celebrities, I'm thinking more of like YouTubers or live streamers.
Right, that's right.
But nowadays, if you look at Netflix, like people who are casted on these like dramas, are they considered online celebrities also?
Yeah, that's up to people interpretation, right? So I feel like they are somewhat online, but more online stuff is I agree like with Raishel, where online is more of like YouTubers and basically like almost self-made people, that they do stuff online.
Right.
Yeah.
Like live stream, they do it by themselves and stuff like that. Where like the usual media, the Conan O'Brien stuff is like the different one. But do you think like how do they differ? Do you think they are different or they're like the same? What do you think, Raisho?
For me, they give off like a completely different vibe. I think online celebrities, they're more closer to the people. Like, how do I say?
Personalized
Yeah,
basically.
personalized,
they're-
correct.
yeah.
They show off their own lives, like you can see their lives. I don't know whether it's real or not or acting, but it feels kind of like reality kind of thing,
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Dookie, do you agree? Like, you think like all
Yeah.
these like online celebrities, the new media stuff, they are more
Yeah.
like personable, like more relatable stuff like that?
I think they're more relatable, especially like real life streaming or whatever. They're walking around the country or in another country, But
Yeah.
while in TV, like Conan O'Brien or whatever, there's like a script. You can feel it. He's asking him a question after the other, and it's not really nice. Maybe like what do you call it? Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe sometimes she does some kind of pranks, which is a bit funny. Maybe not that funny though. But still, there is like a script. You don't feel like they're properly interacting as humans.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what do you guys think like that's the reason why maybe like younger generations, like us and even younger ones, maybe they prefer, online media compared to like traditional TV?
I think traditional TV is a bit too serious. Yeah, well, like
Can you
streaming
elaborate on
is like some people they're not allowed to curse. Some TV shows they're not allowed to curse. They're not allowed to do certain stuff.
I think online is just more relatable.
Yeah,
like-
TV is really PG.
Right.
Yeah,
But like we see that kind of like transitioning to YouTube also, where like people who swear a lot in their videos, they get caught by the algorithm nowadays, where if you swear too much or like you say the word COVID or something like that, you say the word, like rape or something like that,
yeah.
It's like they demonetize your channel, stuff like this.
Yeah, but
like-
this it needs time because it changes a lot actually. It needs time to properly put in the algorithm. But while on TV, it's I don't think you can control it easily. You need to go channel by channel. You don't like it, then if the TV channels aren't putting what you want, you won't watch TV.
Yep.
Right.
But
Yeah, but like-
on the internet, you can go to YouTube. Whatever there isn't on YouTube, you can go to Twitch. Whatever there isn't on Twitch, you can go somewhere else. There is a wide variety. Whatever
True.
what you feel like watching. Yeah.
So like, but like it's kind of like different in this kind of where it's like live stream and like the video media basically. But like in terms of music, it feels like they're very similar, right? Where there's like SoundCloud rapper or like small artists on YouTube and they got like scouted somehow, You know,
Yeah.
isn't that like how Justin Bieber also kind of started,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I was
Like
gonna say that.
Usher, yeah, like Usher scouted him through YouTube, and
Yeah.
from there, like, yeah. Do you guys think there's like any difference, like between the the old media and new media music artists?
I think like in the 80s or whatever, in movies they show like this guy, if this guy is rapping or whatever, he would have a CD on him and he would like hand it around or whatever, he would hand it around so people would listen to him.
Right, the mixtapes.
Yeah, the mixtapes, exactly, the CDs. But now you just can put it SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify or whatever, and you're all good.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the music industries now, the biggest ones that are rising right now is Korea, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's basically like competing side by side with America, I feel like. So like with music there comes like also looks and stuff like that, Like these celebrities, like we may not realize, a lot of people may not realize, but there's a lot of beauty standards on these celebrities.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and like Korea and America, I feel like they have completely different, beauty standards, especially in the music industry that we are seeing. Like in K-pop, Raisho, you're a fan of K-pop also, right?
Hell yeah, huge fan, huge fan. Used to be super huge, but now still huge, but not as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like
Right.
this creepy guy
What?
that goes everywhere.
Okay, creepy. I mean,
But anyway,
K-pop is good.
Okay.
Like it's very well mastered. Everything is well made,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Music, dances, everything.
Yeah.
Looks.
Everything
Yeah.
is like perfect.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the thing, right? Like it feels like sometimes Korean media is a little bit like too fabricated.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know?
You're right.
Like some people may not be aware, but like in Korea they have like literally like a class where you graduate. So before you become an artist, you go into this like trainee, this training phase.
Yep.
You go from like the first grade trainee to second grade trainee to third grade trainee, and finally like you graduated and like debut as an artist. But like in the US, in like most places, I feel like, excluding Korea, I don't know about if any other practices this, but like in US it feels a little more authentic, where it's just like scouting, or you do like audition, and people actually scout you out and sign into a label. You struggle yourself, doing all these mixtapes and whatnot, or like become a SoundCloud rapper, and in the end someone like noticed you and like gain the popularity. So like, which one do you guys think like is the right way? Is there even a right way to be like an artist?
For me, I mean, Korea, you're right. They go through this like traineeship. It lasts like 7-8 years, and the company kind of like fabricates them. Like they put in specific people into these groups to make it like balanced. They plan. Oh, this group will have 7 people with these kinds of personality, this kind of looks, and they'll train them. This girl will be like the dancer, this girl will be like the singer, this girl will be like the main what do you call it, the eye candy,
like main vocal,
yeah,
or something like
vocal,
that. Yeah, like
the image,
the visual,
yeah,
right?
the visual, correct,
or
right,
whatever,
right.
Yeah.
So, but if you think about it, Korea, I mean, maybe like 10-15 years ago, it's like totally not even in the world map, and right now they're like one of the top, maybe even beating America, so many celebrities. But the thing about America is like, you're right, they're very personalized. You find people from the streets, and they play good guitar, they sing really well. But in the end, I think, if you look at all the top artists like Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande, they all look good. I think the top artists, American pop artists or American singers, the top ones, generally all of them look good, no?
Yeah, but isn't that like also the case with Korean?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say though. I think maybe looks play a big part. In the end, it's a money making business. Maybe America's strategy is not that good.
I feel I would compare like basically America and Korea is like Korean being the TV shows, like it's all formal and it's all set up well, and while America is like basically using their personality to grab people's attention.
Right.
like
right.
streamers basically, like Twitch and TV, right?
But yeah, but do you guys have like a leaning towards which one do you think is better, or like is it like ethically, ethically good to do something like Korea where they
But
literally, put this, like 14 years old, 16 years old into
Yeah.
through like years of training and, like force them to do diets and stuff like that. And I've heard, stuff like that. But
damn.
yeah. So do you guys think like, America is still better that way? Like with basically it's kind of like mostly luck, but there's also some luck involved, a lot of luck still involved in the Korean,
Yeah.
in the Korean system, basically, right?
But I have a question. It's like when in K-pop, when they finish the
Right.
4 years or whatever of training, do they get 100%?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting into a basically K-pop
No,
team or
No.
whatever.
No.
no,
That's not even a guarantee.
Yeah.
no, it's not a
Damn.
guarantee.
It's
Yeah, that's the thing. So like you need to work hard and stuff like that, and it's not a guarantee that you'll debut. You may just be
Yeah.
like a backup dancer for like years. Some just quit, after like they practice 6 years and they don't debut and they just
Yep.
quit, or like 2 3 years they practice and they don't debut as artists. They quit and
Damn.
like basically after that they go into debt because they took the classes, right? They took trainings, right?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
they're attending a school but they don't get the certificate, something like that,
Yeah.
So they need to still pay back like the company for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. But like what we've seen is that Korea is successful with this system.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like is it really wrong for them to do that compared to like the American, a very authentic, let's say, a very luck based, a
Well,
very a very authentic basically.
I think it is somewhat fine as long as if the singers are informed or whatever are informed that there's a chance they won't debut in anything, and there is a chance, it's people's choice if they want to take the risk. With high risk, there is high reward also, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So if they're well informed about it, that like they're gonna take 6 years or 7 years, and they may not even get in a team or whatever K-pop team, then if they want to take it, they'll take it.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
think it's
but
like a Korean culture kind of thing. You
what do you mean?
like Koreans, they're like, you need to be this level, you need to look this good. Like small flaws, you're like, eh. So I think that kind of is like within their culture. Like
Oh.
K-pop, these trainees, they undergo this 7-8 years traineeship. Their dream is to be like the number one group or number one solo singer. It's like their culture, their way, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like to bring honor and like Asian stuff.
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah. Well, American is like,
so
it's okay, even though I don't make it big, as long as I'm doing it's my dream. So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, like he's saying, maybe he's like just any guy, he's fine with passing.
Yep.
Or like maybe getting the middle of the class. He doesn't have to be the top of
Exactly.
of his class.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's
Okay,
happy
yeah,
with,
so-
he's content with whatever he gets.
Yeah, so it's basically like the very traditional like Asian stuff, right? Where
Yeah.
they need to be like the best and like they don't want to disappoint, this kind of stuff, like the peer pressure,
Yeah.
the social pressure that they need to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this type of, the Asian, very very Asian
Mhm.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
so
like in America, it's like very free.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they
Correct.
want. They want to pursue this, they go for it. They don't want to pursue it, they don't go for it. Stuff like this.
yeah.
But yeah, other than like, the Asian Western type of stuff, other than music, there's also, like movies. Do you guys like watch a lot of action movies from different like countries, or do you tend to stick to one?
For me, mostly Western. But I would
Yeah.
watch once in a while I watched an Asian movie a while back, like a year back, like the zombie one. What do you call it?
Train to Busan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Train. That was really nice. I liked it. And I would watch like some Indian clips on YouTube, to make fun of Indian movie clips, where like they have like some exotic
right.
edits or whatever. Yeah, but mostly Western.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
same, but I've watched like Indonesian stuff. I've watched Korean stuff, like Indian stuff. I haven't really watched the whole thing, but like you said, I have watched some clips. Some actions are kind of legit, like
Yeah.
their visual effects and stuff like that are pretty legit. But yeah, what about you, Raisho?
For me, even though I'm half like Indian, it's in my blood, but I totally do not watch Indian movies. Zero. Nothing at all.
You traitor.
Yeah.
Not even clips.
Clips? No, not even clips.
Not even
like
clips.
maybe maybe I'll see through like, oh, some flying car this guy is doing. Okay, cool. I don't know. It normally looks crazy, but I really totally don't watch it at all. For me, I'm mostly Western movies.
It's the funniest shit ever. There's a guy, he's a policeman. He peels a banana. He cuts the throat with the banana. A guy's throat with a banana and shit.
What?
And he stabs people with the banana. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. So like the Western, the Western actions, do you think they're like mostly realistic compared to the others? But I feel like Asians are also pretty good. But like, yeah, talking about the the Bollywood, the Tamilwood, there's Bollywood and there's Tamilwood. There's a little bit of difference. Yeah, but like from my knowledge, from what I know, from what I heard, is that most of those ridiculous like action scenes comes from the Tamil movies, not the Bollywood side. But yeah, I don't know, like, do you guys think like there's some kind of factor on why like India has that kind of action compared to like Western or like Asian movies?
Well, I never thought about it actually. Why they have these exotic effects or whatever.
I think Indians, normally their movies are like super long, 5 hours, something really long. Like
Really?
Western
What?
movies traditionally is like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
But Indian movies, they're generally super long.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like the
Like 5 hours? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah, serious.
Damn.
Like
Oh my god.
I would go to my relative's house. We'll watch this movie. I'll be there in the morning. At night, it'd still be the same movie still playing. But yeah, I think maybe again going back to culture. I think Indian culture, I guess, is more like kind of, how do you say? There's like suspense. Like they like to build really long
like a lot of
suspense.
build-up.
Yeah, correct. But again,
Oh.
I have very little experiences. Just me watching movies at my relative's house. It's always Indian. I'll be reading the subtitles. Whoa.
Right.
And they suddenly start dancing. I'm like, oh, what the hell?
While you're reading the subtitles, it's not that.
Yeah. But I think if I compare, Western movies are very well edited. I think when it comes to action, that's their specialty.
Yeah, I think it's also got to do with like their budgets and stuff like that,
Right.
But yeah, like speaking of watching, or family watching TVs and stuff like that, How about family? Do you have like any like siblings?
Yeah. I have one younger brother and one younger sister. I'm the eldest. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Like
yep.
how's that been for you? Have you been like fighting, or was it like harmonious, or what kind of relationship was it?
I mean, when I was a kid, it was just me and my brother. My sister, like me and my sister, our age difference were 7 years apart. So it was mostly with my brother. When we were young, we were pretty close. But I don't know, after some time, we kind of grew distant. We fought a lot. Oh my god, the fights. I think one of my doors, right, it has a hole in it because my brother slammed into it, like my room door.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's crazy, dude.
There was one time, oh my god. Pepper spray, right?
Yeah.
So I was eating fried egg. I was putting pepper on my the fried eggs,
Right.
So I was like, I was thinking pepper spray. Is it similar with like pepper? So I took the pepper and I threw it onto my I shake it out to my brother's eye. Oh my god!
Dude.
Oh shit!
Oh
Ran
my
into my
God.
room, shut my door. Oh, he was slamming it. There goes my door. I think the hole is still there right now. But yeah,
Never get it fixed?
I think we painted over it, but there's like this scratch, like the side. You can see that it used to be a hole, right?
Yeah, what about you, Dookie?
I don't think we're really that close, but now as we grew, we became closer because I'm the youngest one in the family, opposite to Raisho. Everyone would have his friends in school, and we wouldn't basically talk except when we're getting picked up. But now recently, with my oldest brother, whenever he goes out, whenever he's in the city and his friends want to go out, he would invite me. My other brother, we won't talk that much, because he's always out with his friends, basically. He would like fight a lot also, just make problems and stuff. Dumbest problems, but yeah, that's basically the relationship. Yeah,
But yeah, for me, I just-
he would stay in his room. We would go out. I would go out with my older brother once in a while, like once in a blue moon, basically.
But yeah, for me, it's just one older brother and me, only two of us. And yeah, like it's all fine. We don't like nowadays. We rarely talk to each other. You know, like when he call our parents because now I'm with my parents. Sometimes we talk stuff like that. But like most of the time, it's just chill. And like last time, yeah, when we were kids though, like he would play and like I would like to watch him. You know, play just like PlayStation and like yeah, basically I'm like the always the player too and stuff like that. But yeah, we never like fought. I think we've never actually fought. Like maybe you know like once in a while there's like some disagreement and I cry and something like that. You know, because I was a crybaby. You know, so
Yeah.
like anything he does, like I would just cry and like
Your parents come
he'll get-
running to you.
yeah, and then like he'll get hit or something.
Ah.
But now I feel like kind of bad with it, you know. You know, it's like anything happens, like he get hit. So yeah,
You
That's
fucking
pretty
guy,
great.
fucking actor.
Yeah.
I wasn't an actor, dude. I was just a fucking crybaby.
Right.
Dude, how am I gonna act when I was a kid, dude?
I
But
don't know.
anyway, like yeah, as the more and then like basically I started like moving out when like just before university there was like this pre-university stuff and I lived by myself basically from then on like most of the
Yeah.
time. Sometimes I'll come back to the house because I used to live in Malaysia and like my
Mhm.
family also used to live there, but the campus was pretty far. So sometimes like on the weekends or like holidays I would go back, stuff like that. But yeah.
Your brother was with you in Malaysia? Like he was.
Yeah, he was in uni also.
Oh.
But then when he started working, then you know he started like moving around and then he did his masters somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, like any of you guys, you know, leave the house basically, or like you always stay with the family.
For me, I just for university, I left for the 4 years. In the beginning, the first 2 years of university, I would visit them every semester. But then I thought about it as like it's too expensive, you know, because there's a 7-hour flight from Malaysia to my country. It's
Right.
too expensive. It's too long. Plus, I need visas and stuff like that. So I decided like to start visiting every year once. I would invite them. I would invite them basically every semester. Every time I visit them, I would invite them. Come to Malaysia. Come to Malaysia. They say yeah, okay. They'll be busy or they'll have some problems or yeah.
Right.
So they never came. What do
Yeah,
you think?
but
By the
like-
way, what do you think is better, living with your family or like living outside alone, basically?
I don't know. For me, it depends, right? Like I think I think living by myself is better and like visit my family once in a while, you know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's like the healthy thing to do. But like, you know, sometimes parents they really like their children being around even if they don't do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, yeah, what about you, Raisho? You haven't been like out?
For me, I mean, my uni is like 20 minutes away. So I live with my parents. The uni that I go to, it's like in the middle of the city. So generally, everyone there is like living close by, you know, like 20, 30 minutes away. So, you know, I would go there, go to class, come back, study, sleep. That's it. Come back home with, I live with my parents now. Yeah. So, not much
Okay.
experience on living by myself.
But like,
Do you,
would you like to? Would you like to live by yourself?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But the thing is, living with my parents, I save a shit ton of money.
So, yeah.
So that's the only
Yeah.
reason you stay with your family, huh?
And food. I get free food.
Wow.
The car's
Sick.
Oh,
free.
this guy.
Free
It's
food,
not
free
because of
rent.
the love.
Yep.
It's not because of the love that your parents give you.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sure.
I've never heard a more insincere answer from someone ever.
Sure, Han.
Oh my
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dookie, do you feel the same? Like you like to live alone and then like visit once in a while?
I think it would be way better actually. But like you said, like you said, parents they just want you to sit near them even if you're not doing anything. Every day my mother would say, "Come, sit next to me in the
Oh.
same room." But then when I go sit, she stays playing on her phone. Then I tell her
Just
I'm
wants your
leaving. She's
company.
like, "What are you? Why are you leaving? Where are you going?" No.
Yeah, like basically, yeah, that's kind of like our dynamics with each of our family, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when you were a kid, did you used like to get hit, Dookie?
Ooh.
Hit, I would get hit sometimes pretty hard,
Mm.
but not for anything. There is like failing an exam or something. When I get there is the parent-teacher conference, they always tell me they didn't used to hit me in parenting when the teachers complain about me. Every time they say, Dookie's talking in class, Dookie's talking in class. Every single year, every single semester, every time. My mother would come, she's like, Dookie, that's not how we're supposed to do it. You're supposed to stay quiet, study, listen, I don't know what, understand in class. So I was like, oh my God, she used to scold me every time. But I used to get hit when basically failing a test or something. An important test.
How would they hit
There
you?
is basically like Asian mothers. There is a stick. There is a hanger. They don't have a stick. They don't have-
Broomstick. Yeah.
Broomstick. We have this thick slipper. It has a really thick sole.
Right.
Yeah, that. Whatever she can throw at me, basically, except glass, except like glass or whatever.
Yeah.
What's that belt? I forgot the belt. The belt.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
That's classic.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Raisho, did you get hit?
Yep, I did. Whole lot
okay.
from my dad. Oh, man. Same, basically exams, or if I was misbehaving, like I didn't, I had, like, I run away, or I didn't clean my bed, clean my room, that kind of things. Yeah. Similar stuff, Use with a hanger, the broomstick. Oh, the broomstick was the worst. That one, oh my God. My butt next day would be purple. Oh, damn.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm such a crybaby, because I didn't get hit as much. Maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, yeah. To be honest, like I didn't get hit like as much as I think most Asian kids, or like Middle Eastern, whatever. But yeah, it's like my brother I think took most of it, but like as the time passes, and they have me, like my parents had me, like I think they hit like less and less. Like when I cried and then like my brother got hit. Like there was just this one incident where like I was like fighting with the like for the controller, like I want to play, and like my brother won't let me play or something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then like I think like that's something like that. But when I fight with my brother, like to a certain extent, and then we both get punished, and then like if I throw a tantrum or something, I think I don't know how often I do it, but I don't think I did it that often. But when I throw a tantrum, and then like my mom will like smack my butt, something like that.
Your mom is the one that does the beating.
Yeah,
sometimes.
also my mother also.
Oh. For me,
Me,
it's
I
my
have-
dad, man.
Me, I have a story where basically whenever I take a test, as soon as I finish the test, every single day after school when I go home, my mother would ask me, "Are the marks out? Are the marks out?" Every single day she would ask me this question. So I can't I can't hide. I can't do anything. She'll ask me every single day about the test. She'll never forget. So one day I didn't do well on the test. After school, I got the marks that day. After school, my father took me after he finished his work. I started crying in the car. Oh, I failed the test. Please don't tell my mother. Please don't
no.
please. I'm crying. I'm crying so much. Don't tell my mother, please. He's like, okay, don't worry. I don't know what.
Oh, good.
So I went directly to my room, so my mother won't ask me. After,
But yeah.
after. In a while, after like 5 minutes, my mother would scream, Dookie! Dookie, come down! I was like, oh shit, he told my mother, he betrayed me. No! And I started crying again.
No. Broomstick is coming. The belt is coming.
I started crying again. It's like, no! I'll never tell you something again in my life.
Like now that we talk about it, it's pretty funny, right? But then, like, would you guys actually hit your children when you became parents? Like, let's start with Raisho.
Nah, for me, no. I think hitting is not the right thing. Looking back, I think children are smart. I think they understand when we tell them something is wrong, they will know it's wrong. Something is right, they'll know it's right. I think it's the best way to. I mean, I don't have children, so. I think for me, it depends on the kid. It's true also. But I wouldn't hit. Like maybe I would
Spank.
Not spank also. Like no physical thing. Like I would maybe ground them. Like make like take their phones or off the internet, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Dookie?
No, for me, I would definitely spank. But not
Oh.
on any occasion. Not on any occasion, of course. It's like real serious tests, Some not on a quiz, let's say, on a test, on a
Right.
final, on something like that. Something that's significant,
But you don't feel it's
I,
unfair.
I won't hit them, like bruises and shit. But I'd like they will feel pain. It will become red, maybe. That's all.
Really?
That's that's my plan.
But it's exams though. What if they are like not good with exams?
No, he
Like
said
their
not
thing is-
exams.
Then?
He said
No,
not
no,
exams.
not quizzes.
Like
but
important exam,
exams. Yeah, important.
Right.
Like
Oh.
finals.
Like I
yeah,
feel that's
midterms.
unfair though. Like, what if
well,
their thing
the-
is singing or dancing or artistic?
Well, they have to get decent at least. I'm not expecting a 90 out of the kids. But I'm expecting maybe a 70, maybe because our in my country passing is 60, not 50.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
Okay.
you?
Oh,
Han?
like for me,
Yeah,
like I don't think I will like hit. Like the most I'll do, like I think I will do a little bit of physical when it's like extreme, like they throwing a tantrum or whatever, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
What
you
what
know,
about you,
like-
Rasho?
No.
But like
No hit.
ratio like no hit at all.
No
But
hit.
like I'm like most of the thing, like mostly like at the most, I mean like at the most I will just do something like a flick, something like that.
Yeah.
But like I will never actually hit with like a thing,
Mm.
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends on the kids also, right?
Yeah.
I would try not to use like physical force at all if possible.
Mhm.
But I don't know what will happen in the future, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if it comes to
You're
that
right.
point, like the most that I will do is like some kind of a flick, flick to the hand, flick to the to the ear, something like
My mother used to do for me when I was, let's say, I'm throwing a tantrum in a mall or something like that, in a public area. What she would do is like she would smack me on my mouth, like a small, like not a real. It doesn't really hurt, but it's really annoying. And when I was a kid, I used to cry from that.
Oh. I
Yeah.
see. But
Just
Interest-
a small quick smack on my mouth, when I'm whining or whatever, and I'll be quiet.
Yeah, so it's like it's more of the annoyance in compared
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah, basically.
the actual, hurting them. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's, like,
exactly.
why I would use, like force, I guess.
Because in
Like a
public or
physical
in
thing.
front of people, you can't do anything. Like if you
True.
tell them to be quiet, they won't be quiet. If you tell them to do I don't know what, they won't be. Sometimes they won't listen to you. So you need to do some a light smack.
But what if
So yeah.
what if your future wife doesn't allow you to hit your kids?
What doesn't allow me? Nothing doesn't
Yeah.
allow me.
No, like she's the type that no hit kids.
Yeah,
no
she
way.
opposed that
Well,
you hit kids.
it depends. It depends on the situation. Like if I'm in public, I don't know what, I'll just smack them really quick on the flick their ear, flick their.
Secret smack, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool.
All right. So yeah, speaking of like this family type of stuff, we're moving on to our Reddit stories,
Ooh.
segment.
Okay.
But this time we kind of relate it to the family stuff. All right. Right. So this one is from the subreddit relationships, and it was posted by user L Friday. Okay, so the title is Mom thinks our relationship could be better. I'm happy where it's at, but don't know how to tell her. In attempt to give some context, I am a 28-year-old female. Was an uh-oh baby between my parents who had a turbulent relationship on a good day. They haven't been together for any of my life and do not like each other. My mom, which is around 50 years old-ish, was an alcoholic the entirety of me growing up and beyond. Pair this with some narcissistic tendencies, gaslighting, calling me ungrateful, blah blah blah. She was drunk when I was old enough. So gaslighting is like manipulation basically, when you tell one side, you're good, well actually the other side you're like the bad guy, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also verbal abuse, physical abuse, and she's not my favorite parent. She missed a lot of school/sport events because she either forgot, was drunk, and some combo of both. Lots of other parents giving me rides home because she'd throw a fit if dad gave me a ride home because it wasn't his time. She didn't like that I wasn't a stereotypical girly and wasn't subtle about it. Okay? So she married and had half brother with a not nice man. He was great with me until he realized I'd never seen as more important than my bio dad. So biological dad through college. I tried calling weekly, but despite being a stay-at-home mom, I'm not knocking this. She never had the time to talk / was too tired. So naturally I stopped calling. she can call when she has time. Skipping over a lot. He and my brother are verbally abusive, really into guns, and according to my mom, also physically abusive. I've never seen enough to believe her to an extent, but history with her also has a lot of false accusation, making stuff up that I was there for. I was wary enough that I'd lock my bedroom door to sleep when I'd visit for holidays. Okay, so far, what do you think about this story?
I don't know because I've never experienced these. It looks like a very toxic relationship
Yeah.
from alcoholism and whatever. Which
Right.
is from the story, it looks like that she's like 24/7, basically drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
really sad.
So we
Yeah.
so we continue. About a year ago, she finally left him. He has her own apartment and is in the middle of a very rough divorce. She's been sober for a year and change. I've been through enough that I simply don't trust her to remain that way. I'm so happy she left him. So I'm sorry she's going through a rough time, but I'm tired of being her crutch. She started calling more, 1 to 2 times a week, instead maybe once a month. One of the times she brought up that I don't call her anymore, and I said something like, I don't really call anyone, which then came, well, I'm your mother, so you can call me. I've had her on an information diet for years because I don't trust her to respect boundaries. She has made fun of any that I try set, like don't call me at 6 a.m. unless it's an emergency. One of the early phone calls included apology for anything she did that hurt me while she was drinking. Oh, wait,
Ooh.
can you guys, what does that mean?
What? What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
What does it mean?
So basically anything that she did that hurt me. Okay. So whenever she drinks, she would like hurt her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No real
she's
thought what. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. No real thought into what she did. Just that blanket statement in her mind that's absolve her of everything, and we should be a regular Lorelei and Rory from Gilmore Girls. I don't really get that reference, but okay. I just get attacked that she wants to have a good chat because she feels that our relationship could be better. I get a sense of dread every time she calls. It's usually just bland small talks, but that she's been pushing more and more to me to schedule a visit. Pandemic has been a handy excuse. She's been better than she was while I was growing up, so I feel like I should give her a chance. But I feel like I'm just repeating the same cycle we've been on for my entire adulthood. Trust her to be my mom, works for like 6 months, get blown up because I don't want to take her recommendation for a trash can or get a call from a family member about her being a bender. So basically manipulating again. And then get hurt / personal life suffers because of it, triggers the trust issues and anxiety. But she's also in a low place right now with divorce and having minimal contact with my bird too. How do I tell her the fact that we're still talking is about as good as she's going to get? All right.
Damn.
So
That was long.
that was long. That was like
Yeah.
four and a half paragraph, man.
Damn.
But yeah,
mean-
it's basically abusive mom, never
Yeah.
been by her side before,
Mhm.
but then now she's gotten better and going through a rough divorce.
Mhm.
And basically what she wants to say to her mom is that, we're still talking and that's good enough, and I don't need to go more. I don't need that
Yeah.
our relationship to get better. So like, what do you guys think about this?
I think the mother should go to therapy or something because
Yeah.
I feel like when she's alone, she would think, yeah, I want to be better and everything.
Mhm.
As soon as she gets her daughter talking to her daughter, she relapses in a way,
Mm.
and she starts
I-
making problems and anxieties and whatever. Yeah.
I feel like the mom is trying to make her daughter become her therapist, but I don't think the daughter. I mean, she's trying. That's the thing. She's trying to at least fix the relationship with the mom. The mom is also trying, but her past record isn't very good.
Right, because it says that it works for like 6 months, and then she
Yeah.
got hurt again because
Mhm.
she either manipulated the story or something like that, and like a
Mm.
family member told her about it, stuff like this. So
Yeah.
like that's why basically she wants to say like, okay, we don't need to get better, and we're just gonna stay like this, and like talking, we're still talking is like
Mhm.
the best that we can be. Like, do you guys agree with that?
Oh, I mean,
I think
depends. There's
I
a.
think-
Sorry, go ahead.
I think if the mother tries to get like proper help, the relationship might get better, or she should give her another chance. But if she's like just sitting alone, trying to talk, it won't get any better. She needs
So-
proper help from professionals.
Right. So like what you're saying is like she should give her mom a chance and like see if she goes to therapy. But if she doesn't, then
If she goes to
then cut that
therapy,
shit
she
off.
should. If she goes to therapy, she should give her a chance. If she doesn't, then just basically talk once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
There's this I don't know, this Asian thing. Confucianism.
All right.
Confucius. Like
Confucius,
there's this thinking parents have a role, children also have a role. Like parents' role is to, take care of the family, to take care of the children, nourish, sustain the children. And the children's role is to follow the parents, be a good child, right? Study hard.
Right. Okay.
And but the thing is, in Confucius kind of thinking, the parents, even the parents don't fulfill their role. The children should
Right.
fulfill their role to be a good child.
Yeah.
That's the Asian thought, right? So the child, no matter how the parent is like, the child should, be respectful of the parents. Even if the
Alright.
parents an alcoholic or, I mean,
but then do you agree with that?
personally, I think she needs to just, she's already giving a good chance to the mom. I think it's good. Maybe just leave it at that. Don't ruin your own life
Yeah.
even more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So like basically you agree with her that she needs to just say, this is as far as we go.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, technically, it's
Yeah.
like she's giving a chance already, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because like
It's
it's
a
not like
difficult
she's cutting her mom off like completely, right?
Yeah. Right.
It's like, she had given chances before also. It seems
Mhm.
like here. And like multiple times where, she said, "Oh, it worked for 6 months, but then it get blown up again because
Yeah.
It's
she
like a cycle now.
the mother betrayed her betrayed her trust. It's like a cycle,
Yep.
and
Yep.
like it's been happening again and again. So yeah,
Mhm.
this is like the best that she can do,
Yeah.
and yeah, basically that's what she needs to tell,
Mm.
But yeah, how she's gonna tell it, there are some
Oh,
good
man.
answers on the comment section,
But the problem, yeah, sorry. The problem is, right? I don't know. Just now you read the mom is a narcissistic. When you try to talk to a narcissistic person, oh man,
right?
it won't go right.
Mm.
It's
Mhm,
difficult.
mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. There's actually like an update post on this, so she actually talk
Oh.
and say the words that the advices that she received and actually talk to her mom. But yeah, I'm just gonna read out the TLDR. Basically, too long they didn't read the short version.
All right.
So
great.
she wrote down what she wanted to say, including the boundaries. She didn't blow up, so the mother didn't blow up as predicted,
Mm.
but the mother didn't take responsibility either. So now she already did whatever she can do to move on. So basically, like she didn't, feel responsible on, abandoning her, stuff like that. And like she still the mom still wants to get past over all this, which is, in the female, the main character, basically the post. She thinks it's impossible to do that because of what she's done before. So yeah, that's where it ends.
What about you, Han?
Yeah.
Because,
If it was your mom, what would you do?
yeah, I think I'll do the same. Like if it comes to this, when it's like being a drunkard and stuff like that,
Yep.
it's like there's not much I can do. It's just
Yeah.
this is I did my best. I've given my trust several times and it keeps getting betrayed. So there's not much I can do. Talking is, if I don't cut contact yet, that is the best, what I can do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would have like cut contact maybe even,
Mm.
if something like this even happens to me,
I
hopefully
don't think anyone should like completely cut contact. I think what she did is like the perfect thing because like you don't really know what's going in her head. Maybe the divorce is like a really big toll on her mind, on her head, on her shoulders or whatever, and it might reflect a bit. She might like project it a bit on the kid.
right.
But like everyone, you should think of what she's been going through, the mother.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you
the thing, right?
you can't completely blame her, but most of the blame is on her. So
Right.
but just talking to her once in a while is fine, I think. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
said, if
because-
she gets proper help, then give her another chance. If not,
Right.
just talk once in a while again.
Because I feel like I'm not the type of person, that give like second chances to a lot of people. I feel like, maybe like I give a second chance, but not like the third, fourth chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it seems like this already happened like a lot. So yeah, if maybe if I was in this situation, but like I hope I'll never be. And this is just a hypothetical thing.
Yeah.
I may have cut contact, but yeah, this is what the person did, and I think she's still in. She still has a good heart that
Yep.
she still talks
Mm.
and not cut contact. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And
Okay.
I think that's where we'll end the episode for today. Thank you very much to our very first actual guest, an honorable guest, Raisho.
Yep. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was awkward. But
I do not know what to say. I had fun. It means it was cool.
Yeah.
First
Okay.
time in a podcast.
That's good enough.
Seems good.
mm-hmm.
Love
All
it.
right. So yeah, it has been me, Han,
It's been me, Dookie.
and you can listen to us through YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms out there. Thank you guys for listening. See you guys next time.
Bye.